tweet that shit out. I still got it. Okay. So we have a new map, Sockeye Station, which is coming at a bad time because Nintendo and Sony decided to have directs. So I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I wasn't expecting podcast mode so soon, but
I kind of was because Tokyo Game Show's this week.
Oh.
That's why they both went yesterday.
What are you listening to?
That was my phone playing an ad on your stream because I brought up your chat. I muted it now.
I just heard British and then got scared because it might have been related to the Queen.
Oh, this is the boss tutorial now too.
Yeah. So I have no idea what to do.
Well, what do you mean?
Like where to ink, what to do. This is a pretty big wall. I love inking the walls, you know me.
And there's fuckboy. I love you. I love you, E-Leader. You're my best friend.
Don't kill it over there. Yes! Yes, it's following me. Perfect.
Get up on the tar so I can...
It's not following me. God damn it. We have the E-Leader. We have the new chainsaw.
Yeah.
I've not used the Splatana at all.
I have in standard turf war. I think the heavy one has like really good inking capability, but it is not fast enough to actually win fights.
Is the heavy one the chainsaw?
Yes.
Okay.
The light one, however, is violence itself. That thing is wild. That thing is essentially a brush, but also you actually have a ranged attack.
Yeah, it kind of seems like it could be my kind of thing, you know?
It's not. You just go nuts. You just run into people, go nuts on the button. If they get away from you, you charge up a shot and smack them as they're running.
Yeah, like outranging people a bit is nice, but I've always kind of had this thing where, at least in the first game, especially in the first game, I want to get right up into people's faces with like Ninja Squid.
It's kind of nuts to me that you didn't.
Well,
you know how I play this game. I run into people just directly.
Well, you remember
more violence.
You remember the exact moment when I learned that you could hold the button down? Because it was long past Splatoon 1, and it was long past the launch of Splatoon 2. Hey, Mumly. Oh, that's cool. That's fun. You have a little dash.
Oh yeah, if you hold forward, like in the direction you're going, when you do like with the charge shot, you dash forward as well. Because it does do more damage if you hit them with the sword, and you nearly kill them when you hit them with sword and like blade shot both, and then if you make sure to swing again, whether you hit them or like the blade beam hits them, they die. However, it's not fast enough for my liking to pull it off, whereas the small one, like the light one, that one actually is fast enough to pull off that sort of shit. I would say like the big one needs to either do more damage, so you basically go kill them if you dash into them, or like it needs to be faster, one or two. Not much faster, but like it is like equivalently slower than even the
How is this guy still here?
Because our sniper, whoever has the sniper rifle, has not landed a shot. There's another one too, God help us. The battle of these are just slightly not long range enough to do that.
Oh god. Mary Poppins and everything. We're gonna lose.
Yeah, we don't have the best department with us. Whoever has the E-Leader should really have just killed this thing by an eye.
There are two of them.
I have the tiny baby weapon. I had to stand in its shadow to even hope to hit it. And I did it. God damn.
Okay, also I saw a thing that is helpful for at least me specifically. Where if there's a big chonker or whatever it's called, a big kahuna, a big boy, it'll say third wave instead of final wave. Very useful
Yeah.
for me, who likes to use the special at the end.
I have like what is it? I have like clips of like screenshots of how I've done with the swords, and it's like, you know, the zipcaster is really good, and I wish there was a small katana that had it, because that would be war.
There's probably a reason.
Yeah, the reason is, if you saw my clip of using the heavy one, the first time I ever used the zipcaster, I wall bounced twice, dove past someone's point of view as they chased me, and then just killed them before they could even die. And that was like the first time I used that thing in a fight. Like, if you had that with a smaller, faster one that can like kill things like much more effectively, oh baby.
And a flying fucker. Oh god. there's
I don't know
people
what the
pick up
other
over
two on our
here.
team are fucking doing. They're certainly not doing their jobs.
But that's what Mr. Grizz says you have to do.
Language assistant sniper.
3 eggs over here. Well, not anymore if the small fry gets him. But we'll just get ours in. Just throw it.
We're good. I let they alive for the last few seconds.
Yeah, really. I completely forgot. This is a bad habit. I feel like in this one they're gonna make you actually like use the specials.
I would consider that an improvement.
Yeah. You are a true professional. But I'm pretty sure there is at least 1 or 2 after this. I didn't even know we reached this already.
One after this, I think.
I changed my name tag.
I haven't played the game enough to get anything yet. Playing 14 with my family yesterday, and I was like, do I want to start the story mode but have to stop for this? No, so I just went and did more 14 modes.
You can scan a QR code to get one.
QR code.
The official Splatoon account posted it. Which blaster is this? Is this just the normal one?
That's range blaster.
Yeah, okay, that explains it.
You can tell by the shape. Like, he has like this more spherical conal shape on the end. Like it curves.
Personally, I don't think they needed to redesign the weapons, but
I mean, I think the range blaster looks cooler that way.
it looks more like a toy to me.
They all are toys.
No, they're all garbage. See, the problem with using something like this is I need to ink. Not just in Salmon Run, but in the video game.
What are you using?
The chainsaw. What's this thing called?
What is his name?
Okay, then we'll just keep
Something
calling it this.
Splatana. It's like something like, I think Spam or something like that. Something like that. I mean, like, I think it has good inking capability. You can like swing your shots very well, and it goes quite far when you do a charge shot.
It's better than you'd expect, but it's no NZAP.
It's no NZAP, no, but then, you know, I think the only thing that does ink better than that sort of gun is the arrow spray. So, you know.
The splatter shot.
No.
It does, at least in Splatoon 2.
Does it?
Yeah.
I assumed it was worse.
The splatter shot,
Yeah, probably.
I think the splatter shot and the NZAP were like tied for the best weapon in Splatoon 2. It was just kind of up to preference at that point.
I don't know if they were the best. I don't know if you can say that in a game with a Flash Blaster.
Well, in competitive play where people knew how to deal with that.
I mean, I'm saying, like, all my competitive experience was I took the Flash Blaster, and then I won. Pretty much every time. No one can deal with that shit. That's still true now, by the way. No one can still deal with the Flash Blaster.
So this thing is a chainsaw, right?
Well, no, it's actually like a bunch of stamps running on a belt.
Well, right, but like it's designed to be, right?
It's designed to look like a chainsaw. Yeah.
So I can't hold it.
Not intentional.
I can't hold it like next to them and then just shred them.
No.
That sucks. They're like, no, the roller needs to have that.
We did murder a Nidhogg, that's true, remember? Into the depths of heavens were none. Remind me to send you those clips of them because we were laughing again about that time where he didn't have tank stance on and still overtook like another tank somehow. And I just want to say that happened to me twice today in like 2 separate runs of like the same raid, and I wasn't a tank. So I don't know if it was just like dire tanks we had there, like unfortunate tanks, or if there's like something fucking going on. If it's something fucking going on, then I just do this on instinct. I don't even know who's next to me. I see the golden egg and I touch it before I even know.
Okay, we gotta get the flying bucket. Oh, fuck it.
Oh, a crack shot.
Me?
Or who's dead? He said, "Oh fuck it, if it's not you, then we're just dead first." There they are.
Please, why is this on a fucking platform? I can't believe I had to go all the way around. Oh my god.
Oh good, there's 2.
I'm dead at the egg basket.
This is probably the waste actually, but, you know. Fuck it.
Yeah. If you get the doilies next time, you have to egg the small walls around the egg basket.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
later.
You can do it.
Oh, hammer. Also the right.
What? What the fuck? I didn't even see it.
I guess that's the idea. It's stealthy.
No, like there's no way it spawned already. I'm throwing.
Oh. I hate tiny shit wings.
We gotta get out of here.
We're gonna need someone with a more rapid gun to take out that sniper.
There's a sniper?
To your right.
Hold on for a second.
Man, I'm fucking killing shit out here at least.
Did it say final wave?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
There's no way. This is the second game, right?
I don't know if it carries across days. It's the only thing. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, like, by all means, never have a gander.
You have to say, let's give this goose a gander. Show the fans why they ought to cheer for little Mac. I'm gonna throw eggs over. Never mind.
Give it a sec for having a pilot. So do you want to start podcast mode or what?
I think we could, right?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a list?
I do, actually. I have notes.
Okay, thank God, because normally I do that, but I have no time.
Did we just hit a game or leave or what?
I don't know. I think
Let's hit leave to be shift. Yes, okay, that did. Again, makes you automatically start matching, I think.
Wow, David's playing Salmon Run too. Remember the old days? I remember the old days. That's why you became Pocket 93 for like 3 years.
Yeah.
All right, what did the direct start with? I don't even, like, by the end of it, I didn't
Okay.
even remember.
So, up first we had Fire Emblem Engage.
Oh yeah! I still haven't played a Fire Emblem game, so I'm like, well. There's certainly discourse though.
Certainly need to play 3 Houses still, because, you know, backlog terrible. Working on it, I managed to grunt down 2 Xenoblades, I can do it. Get there.
You just play all the long games first.
Pretty much. My view on it, because the whole idea is like it looks like a very traditional Fire Emblem actually, which actually is quite nice. But the whole trick of it, so to speak, is your characters are using like rings, like engagement rings, pretty explicitly actually.
Do you really believe that?
I mean, have you seen like the outfits of the characters? They look like bridal groom outfits.
Do they?
Yeah, you're like dressed in like a white tux as if you're a guy on. Like it's very explicit, like they're engagement rings. If it somehow isn't that, then that's like such a fucking coincidence. I can hardly believe like someone's had fun with the director or something that's not told them.
That's weird. I don't know how I feel about that.
Gameplay looks good. I actually really like pretty much all the character designs because it's a good artist. Mika Pikazo, I think it is. I don't know if I got like the end of the name wrong. Love their art style. It's really nice. They were extremely fond of bright colors. I'm extremely fond of bright colors.
Well, they designed the rat VTuber. I hate my team.
Did.
Why are you all back here?
I mean, I just came back from killing shit to put an egg in. Pardon me.
I'm playing the E-Leader. This is the only time I get to get eggs, and you'd steal them all.
There you go. I chucked 3 towards them.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't. I think it's really funny.
I mean, like, I'm not surprised by that, because a lot of people have this bizarre impression that Fire Emblem was ever, like, some sort of hardcore, serious medieval series. It never was. At its most dramatic, it was, you know, like, still, you know, like, daylight TV melodrama.
Like, I'm learning that I don't mind the, quote, generic anime style at all.
People don't know what the word generic means. They say generic, it's like you just literally say that for anything. Really, you can just replace generic. Whenever someone says generic anime, just replace it with like the G slur at this point, really.
Generic?
Yeah, no, whenever someone says generic anime, replace it with the G slur.
Yeah, generic.
G-O-O-K. So that's what they mean.
What? I don't even know what
that's
that...
What they
I don't think I've ever heard that word in my life.
That's one for Asian specifically.
Am I gonna get canceled for this?
No, like if anything, you should know that in case someone tried to say it.
YouTube is now like banning people for videos in their playlist. Destroy or not.
Well, then just put like a censor tone over me in the post or something. I don't know.
Yes. So I don't know. Who knows what they're gonna do when this video reaches air when you spelled out something like that.
But I'm pretty like whenever someone like, unironically, whenever someone keeps saying like anything that's anime is generic anime, that's what they mean. They basically mean like I hate this stuff that comes from my non-glorious American nation. Because it's a nonsense phrase, and that's the only thing it can be at this point.
I do think that the hair is ugly. Like, some people are saying it's not ugly, it's not that bad. I'm like, I don't know about that.
I think on the dude it's a bit, I quite like it on the girl.
I'm the opposite because when there's more of it, it looks worse.
No, I think like with like the way that her is and everything, I think it works. Whereas with him, I think his needs to be like mixed more. Like it needs to like spread across. You need to mix the colors more instead of being a clean split on him, just because the way his hair is shaped and all.
It's like I still think it's so weird because it's like the Switch, right? Why for the second Switch game like 5 years after the Switch
I don't know, but it seems
existing.
to be a bit of a trend. Like,
Continue existing.
what the fuck? There was another thing they showed that also had like a red blue color thing. I was like, fucking, they're very fond of this. Oh, alright, give me a sec to catch up.
I mean, I'm thinking of Fortnite. For some reason, Fortnite had that in the recent Battle Pass, but oh, that's water in the middle.
Oops.
Just a tiny thing of water. Maybe things are supposed to spawn out of there because there's a ramp. I have no idea.
Maybe.
There's a brag. Yeah, I have no idea about the actual gameplay.
Oh, I'm gonna need someone to like deal with these cars.
Let's see. That works.
Right language assistance.
There's water there too!
The tricks of a new map.
What the fuck?
I hate this fucking car. This is a big guy. That's literally my main job with this fucking weapon, because it's the best thing it's good at. Also sniping UFOs. Fucking crack shot.
Sorry, I'm so focused, I can't even talk about Fire Emblem right now.
Yeah, the gameplay looks like a lot closer. Like, they've taken away all like the bizarre military formation thing, which just killed performance for no real good benefit. And replaced with just like basically one-on-ones again, which is better for performance and also helps everything just look nicer.
Yeah, it's like it puts the focus on the characters more. I haven't played Three Houses, but I just don't like a bunch of generic guys being around.
Yeah. Also, if I'm gonna be real with you, I'm not very fussed on Three Houses' visual style.
Oh yeah, it's
like,
ugly.
This one, I'm really like, oh hey, appealing characters.
Yeah, like like not character designs in the game itself. In the game itself, it just looks
the models
awful.
look nice.
Yeah,
because they got Guston to do things, who make the Professional +1. They got Guston and Gust who make the Atelier series, which are even on like lower-end hardware are extremely pretty games with very like gorgeous character designs. Like they know how to pick artists, like they know how to pick artists, and they know how to make like stuff look good for cheap or for weak systems. That was a very smart pick. It shows the game looks really nice. It looks like, you know, more faster than Fire Emblem, which is very welcome. My only issue with it is I think Fire Emblem is going too self-referential. It's like
that's
its own asshole.
you have the main character, like the character designs in general, and then you have now it's like the main focus is all the old Fire Emblems. It's like
Like, people will always bitch about the character designs in these things until, you know, like the game comes out, and then they'll never shut up about how much they love them and always love them. Or they'll just insist that, you know, Fire Emblem was always Game of Thrones all along. You just didn't see it somehow, despite the fact that it's never been that ever.
Surely our sniper has that.
I was like, oh, I'll get the thing on together, and then, you know, like, fucking a tiny thing appeared at my foot and tapped me, and my character went flying 5 miles.
This is a dangerous gambit with the Mary Poppins, not Mary Poppins, the flying fucker. Yeah, I lost my touch. I'm bad now. Once it's wave 1, though, I'm sure my special will probably be useful. But there's only 30 seconds left. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah, I use it just to help clear a bit of room piling up on me. Sort of dash to get closer to the basket.
Yeah, I'm like, I've kind of been over Nintendo nostalgia baiting for a while.
Yeah,
Especially Kirby. I hate it in Kirby.
they've been reliant on it too long, and this is like, there's Fire Emblem Warriors, Fire Emblem Heroes, you know, they backed away for Three Houses, which was, as far as I know, completely original. And then, you know, Three Houses had its own Warriors thing, that's fine, because it's carrying on from just the current game, that's okay, I don't mind that, and then fucking...
Oh fuck.
Uh-oh.
Oh fuck, how do we do this?
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess we're all going up here. This
Middle.
is an awful idea.
That's all we got. Yeah, actually using the fucking shock wheel thing is perfect.
Yeah. Actually, I should be at the entrance. What am I doing? I don't know how to use this thing. the one alive.
Oh. That works.
Probably shouldn't just throw it blindly, considering no one's gonna be down there.
Yeah. Sick. These guys really come up fast.
Just someone has
Yeah.
a super or whatever. That'd
I
be
have like the fucking rush, not rush, the blaster, so I could like take one shot every 5 seconds.
It's good if you're like looking down at them, I think.
Yeah, but you know, if they get up, it's kind of you're going.
Get these eggs back.
Here we go.
Woo! I hate that one. I still hate that one.
Yeah, like, don't get like sometimes it's fun. Like, you know, like when Awakening had it be like, oh, like, you know, is this Marth back? And it turned out to be Lee Sin. That was a fun thing because that was like, you know, the anniversary game, and they thought they were done after that. You know, that's fine. But like when you have like Heroes and then also fucking the first Warriors game and now this, I'm kind of like, no, like I'm fucking sick of Marth. You know.
Also for a series where I feel like it's not easy to get all the old games on modern
Outside
consoles.
Japan.
Not even close.
Like, yeah, it's not easy to get them on modern consoles, but also just getting them at all outside Japan is also not easy. Because like pretty much all of them before the Game Boy Advance are like you're relying on like emulation and fan translations.
Yeah, the fact that you need fan translations at all is like very funny.
Great. Have the E-Vader something to back up and mash the button.
We're getting pushed back pretty hard.
We are, yeah.
Oh god, and there's a Greg. Oh no, 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 you are the worst. Don't forget to call for help when you can be helped. Greg, fuck you.
This is not, yeah, these are fucking hard. They're not good weapons for like breaking the board either.
Yeah.
One off.
Well, I'll take it. Alright, we got one game. Only like 50 to go.
I mean, we're gonna skip over a lot, I imagine, but yeah, like, basically, I quite like the look of Fire Emblem Engage, even if I'm sick of Nintendo doing this baiting shit. We'll probably get it. Next up was It Takes Two. My only note for this is I hate my wife, Mario.
I hear It Takes Two is extremely good, but
I hear it's good, but I also hear it is like repeatedly quoted as the most heterosexual game ever. All that entails.
well,
That's all I have to say, but it's whatever.
Yeah, it's a port. There's so many ports, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know, who cares? We already kind of know. But yeah.
I mean, at the same time, it's good that they're being ported spread.
Oh yeah,
out,
for sure.
you know?
It's just, it's funny that like it usually takes up an entirety of the Nintendo Direct, but I guess that's what the Switch is now, you know.
Is this our David or is this a David?
This is a David. David is still the Savage. Oh, I sure hope our teammates don't fucking suck.
Hammer's fine. It's just a puppy.
Okay, it's low over here. So near you is probably where it is, on that side.
Up top.
And it has to come down here, which is awesome.
I had to do this, so I got to wreck the shit out of it.
Okay. David, be cool, David. was it there was a Mike Panutz clip where he was talking about a name sounding like a snitch. Was that David?
Where is it? Where is it?
It's we don't have call outs. I have no idea what to call this.
Oh, you got it anyway.
David sounds like a sneak.
Low by the basket, so I hear. Is it back up top or is it down here?
Here.
Didn't realize there was one up there.
Oh, it's just going into that one, bitch. This song is awesome. I love this song. You have no time, so yeah, send it. Don't use up. Who did that? You missed!
That was David. That's funny. After It Takes Two was the first genuine surprise, Fatal Frame 4 remake.
Yeah, because like I don't know if they even released any of them over here. I'm like, I don't know which one this is. Is this another port?
They have the original PS3 3 have been released outside Japan. 4 wasn't. That was on the Wii. That was around the point Nintendo took a weird half ownership of the license as well, and they just decided no, this will never release. This is when like Nintendo America especially were in that weird phase where like everything that's not a family-friendly game should not exist.
And they were
right.
right.
Should have this as an option. This should not exist ever. Fatal Frame 5 came out on Switch, not Switch, sorry, well, it did come on Switch later, but on Wii U originally, and Nintendo America, in charge of localization, famously censored the shit out of it, because it had a woman who had, you know, a figure. And also, it was a scary horror game, and we can't have that. We might have it for some children playing here.
Were her vagina bones intact? Oh, wow!
No, it didn't show that stuff like that. It was just like, oh, well, like, you know, she has like a top that suggests you might have cleavage, so we gotta like, get rid of that shit. And also, you know, spooky ghosts have to be that spooky. You know, again, maybe like 10-year-olds might play this horror game. Fatal Frame 5 was eventually re-released on all modern systems by Koei Tecmo alone. You can get that as like a physical edition in like Japan and Asia. Noticeably nigh uncensored entirely. Some good shit. Even on Switch, funnily enough. Kind of surprised you'd think Sony was censored these days. But I guess it didn't get a box release, so they don't care. So yeah, Fatal Frame 4 was, you know, we never got this one, so that's interesting. That'll be fun to see. It's also not a Switch exclusive, this is the same deal 5 got, like everyone's getting it, basically.
Can you get all the Fatal Frames legitimately? Like,
if you have a PS2, yeah.
Okay.
But they're fairly common, and at least over here they're not that expensive, I guess.
That's a game that's like, I only know it from Smash, and it seems so obscure that, like, it
like
probably
a
was
cult horror game, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
like
a mild fan base kind of thing going on.
one was released in everywhere, and then they realized it didn't sell that well outside Japan, so they only released 2 in Japan, and then like 3. Maybe they tried it in Europe a little. Yeah,
Nah,
stuff like
in this
that.
instance, like this was the glory age of the PS2. We didn't have to make that much money to be considered successful and get the entire series brought over. So 1 to 3 are like were released outside Japan. Because again, PS2 was a golden glorious age. We do too ever have like fast weapons to get over to that fucking sniper.
Sniper?
Yeah, the sniper that is continuously destroying me so I can't shoot anything.
Got it.
Thank you. Oh god, the thingy hit the shot.
Look at your hypers.
Will you help me, crab tank? Let's find out. Nope, because it just gets destroyed by missiles.
We're just rusty.
No, this is professional +1, so it's an additional difficulty level, and also, you know, spread of weapons isn't exactly great, where we've got 2 extremely slow weapons in very high skill horde situations. And also not everyone knows where like their priority targets are at any given time, because we can't just hit the button and make it go like sniper over there. And yeah, the map can get quite claustrophobic too, actually.
Yeah, I know how I feel about this one.
But yeah, Failed Frame 4. Neat. It's Godzilla we have next to do well, by the way.
Good to know. Right, I was thinking about that earlier, like a few things ago, where I'm like, always look in the top right when you're in the lobby, just like make it a muscle memory thing.
Up next was Xenoblade 3 DLC.
Robot.
Robot Girl looks really nice. I love that character design, and she seems funny. I was a bit put out by the fact that the swimwear stuff is like the DLC expansion pass, because they did the exact same trick of making it the reward for like challenge battles in Definitive Edition, but it's just on the fucking game. It's not DLC or anything, but now it is, and I'm just kind of
What, swimsuits?
Well, no, the swimsuits plus also making them explicitly the reward for the challenge battle mode, which is what they've done. That was in Xenoblade 1 Definitive Edition, and that wasn't DLC, but it is here now, and I'm kind of like, that's a bit shitty doing that right after you've just shown like you're willing to do that as not DLC. That's probably a Nintendo mandate, I grant you, the publishers, but even so. It's adulting by the kind of this impact. Beyond that, you know, standard DLC practice, Xenoblade 3 looks like it has something approaching speed in its gameplay, so that will be fun when I get to it.
People actually say it's good, so...
some people said that about Xeno 2.
Look, but it's not as unanimous.
Well, I mean, most of the people who were like, Xeno 2 is bad were like, because women have titties in it, not because the gameplay was shit.
Okay, but the people who played it. A lot of eggs over here.
We're like struggling to get out of over here because of the onslaught. So aided on the map, sniper nest is the other part of it. But yeah, one thing I did note is like one of the good parts of Xeno 2 was you got a robot girl character, Poppy, and her whole thing is she has like just completely customizable gear, like it's a fucking mech game. So I didn't watch the trailer again to catch if this was entirely the case, but I got the suggestion that it might be the robot girl in DLC is like essentially a retread of her mechanics, which would be nice. Those were genuinely the best part of Xeno 2. In terms of gameplay, anyway. Rose Poppy's also kind of like MVP on the cast as well.
Personality-wise too.
Yes, she's just a treat.
Isn't she straddled with like the worst character in the game though?
No, Tora's actually fairly fine. There was like the suggestion like when you first meet him, he's making Poppy that he wants a robot maid, and of course people were like, oh, he suggests he likes lives. That means he is the horror. So everyone was sort of insane Christian Puritan, I guess, at the time this came out originally.
Is there not a pervert character in that game?
I mean, there are, but they're not in the party. Tora is the closest it gets, but like, unless there's like secret, like, you know, like party scenes I didn't see, like in story, he's actually completely sensible. Not completely sensible. He's like, he is like, you know, the jackass silly engineer, but he isn't like a horny, like I'm going to make everyone like Teddy is in Persona 4. He is like, he doesn't do anything to any of the female characters. He doesn't even do anything to his own robot maid he made. He's like very respectful of her. Talks to her like, you know, she's his best friend even. Like, I don't know what people are on about with that. Like, he's fine. The worst character in the game is Rex. By leagues. Several leagues. Anyone who's saying like, oh, Tora is terrible, like, no, you're just insane. You just like turned your eyes off and like had a fucking stroke, I guess, every time Rex is on screen. Whiny and that piece of shit who becomes a literal cuck at one point. Fucking insane. Anyway, up next was that SpongeBob game. I just wrote down NX, like, it's my feelings on it.
What? I mean, actually, that's fair. It like Battle for Bikini Bottom is just an actual very good platformer. If you don't like SpongeBob references, though, like it's probably
Won't
not
do as much.
Like
for
that,
you,
that probably has negative effect on it because then you're like, what the fuck is happening? But like,
yeah, but mechanically, it's very solid.
yeah, like it's actually fun. And then this is just a sequel to it. Like, literally, it looks the exact same. It looks like someone maybe even made like a mod of it or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's how close it is. So, that's exciting. It's actually exciting, because when I saw, like, the little weird Patrick thing, I was like, they're going to make the gameplay completely different, and this is, like, a sign of it, but it's just so that Patrick can be around, but, like, they don't have to explain how he can...
do Super Mario Bros. Bubble or something, basically.
Yeah, like, how he can be in all the spaces at the same time or something. Where's the Greg?
I'm fucking dancing wizard over here about them. So, look good then by your reckoning?
Yes. We'll see, but like, you know, that remake was a good idea.
For like, as I understand it, it's THQ here on the rights, and they did the remake, and they've actually been extremely good at this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they talked to like the world record speedrunner of Battle for Bikini Bottom to like, you know, help him out with stuff. They didn't make it like, you know, super speedrun friendly or anything, but oh shit, I forgot. I have to actually save you guys.
No, we get resurrected.
Oh yeah, okay. But like that's pretty cool. That and they tried to put some of the tricks in, but because it's a weird physics thing, they couldn't. So no cruise boosting, but you know. So that's exciting. That's fun. I want to try it. It's already revealed, but oh! Don't forget your specials. Okay, I understand.
Please, I'm like fucking aiming at you, and it's just like the edge of it is just narrowly not touching you. I need to know what makes the snipers choose me every time.
Please, why did that not hit? Well, clearing this would be certainly
I
be
just noticed
impressive.
that the puppy has the diggy, so of course he didn't go anywhere near any of the snipers that did with him. mean, God forbid, why would you do that when you have the single best weapon in the set for doing that or anything?
I don't know how to use this special.
What is it?
The dolphin. Akira.
Basically, you hit the button and then you just rocket forward. If you hit the button again, you stop at the point you hit it. It's like basically you have and I have a splashdown that you can like set a distance ahead of you and stop on the down. The SpongeBob was Fitness Boxing Fist of the North Star.
Hilarious.
Game of the year 2023.
Fist of the North Star hasn't had any relevant material in probably like 2 decades, right?
Nah, there was a game by the Yakuza studio a few years back.
Oh yeah. But like that's still it, right? So.
As far as I know, there could have been like, you know, God knows like what mobile games don't get out of Japan or anything like that. But there was also before that there was like 2 Warriors games a few years before that. So it's been fairly relevant in the video game space. This was extremely funny to see. And you know what, like it looks genuinely kind of charming. Like that's like a very funny idea. There's no cynicism in this. That's just a funny idea.
No, I don't think anyone hated that.
Yeah, that's
really
just like
yeah,
this is a genuine like a smile at this thing.
Okay, unless you're like, he deserves better. I don't know his name.
Yeah, Kinshiro. If you're
Kinshiro
like some sort of like
better.
purist Nucky is probably he later makes the UFO so fucking easy. Sniper on the beach. Tower near beach.
This is wave 1. You're fine. I can't jump shoot. No.
Probably doesn't seem to know how to deal with a Moz.
That's impossible.
No, he's just backing up from it and trying to shoot it as it pops up.
That's impossible. Oh, that's a big boy! Whoa, 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 whoa!
The ball's got him, by the way. Moz is dead.
Over here.
I mean, there's loads of eggs all over there because I've been just sniping shit. No one did deal with that tower.
What? I did.
There's a tower, the second tower over on the other side. We need like a full proper squad, like full 4 stack for this shit. I swear to God.
Yeah, but are you gonna stream the Kenshiro boxing?
No.
It's right up your alley.
I mean, I might even play it. I'm not streaming. I'm not streaming anything at the moment, really.
Another one.
Another tower?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Oh, that was a sniper. Good. There's a sniper over there, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to it. Unfortunately, the only path is through the horde, and I'm dead. I hit something so fucking much. He's a sniper, and he can reach me.
That didn't hit you, did it?
No.
I sacrificed myself for that.
Someone hit the shot, I think.
Just gotta go down.
Behind you, Hammer. Yep, that works. It's 2 snakes, excellent. Or is that 1 snake I looped on, so.
Where'd the guy behind me go? Sure. Oh, well, man. I was just watching that happen to see what would happen.
After that was Oddballers, and my only note for this is I wonder how many sex pests Ubisoft put in charge of this one.
I don't even remember what that is.
It's some stupid multiplayer party game, but it's by Ubisoft.
Oh,
so
that one! Yeah, okay.
the person in charge of it has probably really something.
It looks like a game that would have been played on the NOSS once, when the NOSS was still around.
Yeah. Pretty much exactly. It looks like Gang Beasts.
It is now never going to get played. I thought he died.
No, it's because it just don't do the second one. Shit, I swear to God, like, why can't no weapon except like arrow sprayers hit this fucking thing? I think a single sword being charged up does kill the green guys as well.
Yeah.
That's handy.
That guy, no, fuck you, no, come back, dickhead. Whatever.
Got him.
Oh, this is bad.
Yeah, it is bad.
Wee! What?
I don't know if this is good. It must be sick. Sniper down.
Sniper down.
Tango down.
Just sacrifice yourself for it. Just sacrifice yourself for it.
Oh, dead. Launch this bomb before I hit him. Got knocked off my aim by these tiny things that spawn at my feet, apparently. Tunic, which is a little fox game.
Yeah, I think everyone already knows that people like that.
Yeah, it looks reminiscent of Death's Door, which is quite a good game. Might give it a go at some point.
Like, when it came out, I was surprised how many people played it. You know, it seemed like a game that like 2 people would play, be good, but then get buried. But
no one I know played it, so. Well. Or at least if they did, I don't know if they played it. Fair enough. Front mission remakes. This is the part where Square Enix appeared, and I got extremely happy because it means Square Enix has like 50 more games that make me buy over the next several months.
And I know nothing about that game.
Front Mission was a series of PlayStation 1 strategy RPGs mixed with mech shooters.
Okay.
Yeah, a series of PlayStation 1 like strategy RPGs by Square Enix in the era of like Tactics Ogre and Final Fantasy Tactics. While the Front Mission games weren't as good as either of those, they were still pretty good fun. And it was either 2 or 3, I think, never left Japan, I forget. They had previously announced 1 and 2, we now have released it for Remake 1, Remake 2 sometime like first half of 2023, and now they've had to confirm or announce the remake from Mission 3. So Square Enix is just going for it without even caring if the things are actually getting a big audience or whatever.
Yeah.
Screw it, we want to have this on hand.
Nice preservation.
Yeah. Continuing that streak of theirs, because they've been on that kick recently for whatever reason. Just, like, we have to port all of our stuff. Like, just port, remake it, remaster it, whatever form it's in, to get it on new consoles. Like, ASAP. Bunch of A's over here.
This dolphin is on the thing. Where's Greg?
Yeah, quite pleased with that. I mean, like, Front Mission 1 has now joined the Square Enix Autumnal Onslaught. So, excellent. After that was another remake, and this one was kind of surprised at what they have done in one of the better remake of the game before this. Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life.
The first of many.
The one before that, they did Friends of Mineral Town, and I played both of those as a kid. I think I played Friends of Mineral Town first on Game Boy Advance, and quite adored it. And we got the GameCube version of A Wonderful Life, which I played the hell out of. Love that game. Hearing the song in the trailer and seeing, like, recognizing the farm layout and stuff, like, blew my mind. I was like, what the hell? Didn't expect that ever.
You know, like, actually, I don't know how to word this in a way that doesn't sound mean, but I do it all the time. But, you know, like, when you kind of, like, make a game your personality?
Yeah.
That's like what Kevin has done with Story of Seasons. So, he was probably bogged out of his gourd. Like,
yeah,
that
I
and just...
did see him, like, tweet some, like, that podcast he was really different. They were talking about farming sims, and it's like, oh, I guess he's eating good.
Yeah,
tonight.
that and, yeah, just farm sims in general.
There's a uncanny amount of this year. Well, new hot shit.
Oh. I kind of assumed that you would stay up and get the eggs, given your track record.
I had an egg and I was escaping with it because there was a sniper that I had to kill. Lord knows no one else has it, but probably has a sniper.
I love the last minute echoes. Yeah, this game does rule. At least Salmon Run does. I'm glad Salmon Run is back. With new content that they should have added as DLC during Splatoon 2. Are they over here? Where the fuck are they? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, stupid front step. Two snipers. That's great.
I died too.
There's this... Come on. This map like sucks for getting eggs places.
Yeah.
They probably designed it like that because egg throw is so powerful, but like, come on.
Except the egg throw takes too much ink to be powerful enough for this. If it took only a smidgen of ink, then sure, but it doesn't. It takes a bomb's worth of ink. And when you need bombs to deal with one of the regular enemy types, it's more problematic. It's not as worth it as they seem to think it is.
That works. Yeah, it's wave 3. Oh wow, okay, I thought we had that.
No. Yeah. Story of Seasons, Wonderful Life. A treat. Oh yeah, the thing that came out after, by the way, also because the publisher's press release came out, they've added an option to be non-binary in it, and you can also just marry anyone you like as any sex or gender.
That's good. That's really good.
That's really good.
Unfortunately, they changed the names of a lot of characters, so we're gonna have to just bring them back down. Why is Muffy Molly now? What's the
Muffy
problem
doesn't
with
sound
Muffy?
like a real name, and it... I mean, they did that, but also they gave her a rack. So hey.
What was the guy who got named Matthew?
I don't know. I didn't see him.
It's like 4 kids localization. That's why it like skeeves me out so much.
What's the guy who's called Matthew look like?
I have no idea. I just remember
Okay.
someone was changed to Matthew, and I'm like, God, come on.
I mean, to be fair, like the original game was, let's say, questionably translated into English. Sometimes people just kind of say complete non sequiturs that weren't really, that didn't exactly make grammatical sense sometimes. And it very clearly had, at least in PAL anyway, it seemed to have features that just weren't brought over and just like hastily hacked out. So, you know, as you do around.
I thought he fell backwards.
There's a snake and an umbrella over here. UFO down. There's a. Yeah, you got it. That thing was all hovering over the water. Those eggs.
Yep.
The egg went on the ground at least, but still.
Blaster's at least good for this.
Yeah, Blaster's really good for that. I'd love seeing my character begin to pick up an egg and just teleports it to someone else. One day Nintendo will like get actual net code. That's when it becomes relevant in like game time. You know, that's probably.
You have a wired connection, right?
I do, yes.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I
this
think...
game still runs on like I'm pretty sure mostly peer-to-peer netcode.
Yep.
So.
Despite the new Nintendo Switch Online, I
Yep.
believe that is a shitty Splatoon 2 peer-to-peer, which is worse than Splatoon 1's.
Yep. It's like we should have servers for this or some shit by now, like any sensible game, but you know, Nintendo, their advice for having trouble is to open all the ports on your router so you just take every security attack in the world. Play Splatoon 3, that's just their official advice.
This thing is actually really good for getting big areas. I'm surprised.
The katana?
Yeah. Like, like, it reminds me of, like, the Swiffer and stuff in Salmon Run. Where you could just, like, shoot lines down and actually, like, get a thing going. Words. Oh, Jesus, hell. I'm just gonna wind my back real quick.
Yeah, I got this. I'm gonna die to the interlocking sword. After Story Seasons was relevant, Splatoon 3 Splatfest. Unsurprisingly, the first Splatfest topic is fucking bleak.
It's the worst.
They all are, so if you can
What? SpongeBob versus Patrick was weak.
Yeah, it was.
What? Who'd you pick?
I didn't play that.
Oh yeah, because it's American, right? I forgot about region locked Splatfest.
Yeah.
So weird.
But also, it was a weak topic anyway.
Let's see. This is the last wave, so you want to get your hyper.
I have to come all the way down to shoot them, because I would do this.
First be patient.
Why do they keep...
Okay.
Yeah, the hitboxes are weird, aren't they?
Oh, this is bad.
It's just literally I'm getting close to the fucking nightmare of these fucking tiny things.
Ugh.
Got them broken hitboxes. Also, they seem to do even more damage than before. That was like 2 seconds of being touched.
Oh my god, I'm throwing. It's funny because this map should be really easy for throwers, I just now realized.
It's the weapon set as well.
One grower is really weak. Whoops, I thought he would like stop to turn.
My first topic is like, what would you take if you got stranded on a deserted island? It's like fucking food, tools, or fun. Where fun basically means we can take a pocket pussy with you.
I love how it's gear, grub, fun. Like, it seemed like they were going for a G theme or something, but just...
I suspect like the last Splatfest, like the test fire one, everyone will be comedy option and pick Big Man, only for that team to get completely fuck hammered in the tricolor.
It's like, it's also kind of funny because some of these things can like overlap. I feel like. Like, you can make some people are like, you can make a sandcastle with a bucket, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of why I say these things are like weak topics, is like they're so narrow-minded.
What would you bring, Gavin?
I mean, probably fucking food.
Yeah, I think like gear is the obvious option. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Like, it's the only option. It's like someone thought that it was infinite food, and I'm like, is it?
No,
they didn't
if it was
say
infinite
anything
food,
like
that would be extremely obvious, but I think it's obviously not. If it was infinite food, that's the obvious option. You could just sit, like, you know, get off a tree and just sit there eating food until the thing ends.
Is it ending? Like, that's also a question.
Yeah, no, this is where, like, it gets into topics are really shit.
Like, what was
so
the
many
problem?
hypotheticals that it's just kind of like,
What's the problem with cats and dogs, you know? Like, as the second one, too? Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, that was closer than I thought. I'm dead on the complete other side of the tower. Nope, I suck. Never mind, I suck. I yagged out. Oh my god. I'll just, honestly, just... The thing is too slow. The projectile for this thing is slower than I think it is. Okay, here's how Bernie can still win. Yes! Still die.
Okay. After that was...
Wait, hold on. Can I talk about how I hate Splatfests?
Yeah.
Because do the choices... If you want to play the game with friends, which I'm assuming most people do, like... Is the answer really gonna matter if you just want to? You're like, we just pick a team so we get to play together, right? And I'm sure many other people do, right?
Usually I pick a team for whoever, you know, like I desire currently, but yeah.
But so it's like Splatfests are stupid in that regard because then you can't, like, you have to do extra thought and coordination just to play with your friends.
Also, now, yeah, I have to, like, set my option to play in America, specifically, or Europe, depending on whether or not you're playing, or, you know, David or Hammer are playing, or whatever.
Really? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, at least you
It's
can
like
do
a fucking
that.
region lock option. At least you can change it, but they also lock you out of changing it for a bit if you change it and then play a Splatfest.
Like, I get cultures are a thing, but like, I think humans have enough similarities to make Splatfests out of.
I mean, I think the real answer is they're trying to cope with their completely shitty netcode that they don't want to put any investment into fixing.
That's probably it as well, yeah. Where's the Greg?
He's over by the tower.
Well,
Desire people. There's two of them, by the way. And the sniper loves them.
wait, what was happening? Do I have two? Do I have two
Gregs, there's snipers.
No, I mean
tower.
for my missile, my airstrike.
Oh, you got 3.
3? Like, this
3.
is the problem with this specials. There's no way.
No, no way.
But yeah, so you have like that. So it doesn't even matter. You're just kind of inconvenienced. And then now there are 3 options, which makes it harder.
How long are we on for, by the way?
Like another 30 minutes.
Okay, I was gonna say then we're not getting through even the
Yeah.
Derek, probably.
It's not our fault. They fucking threw in a new map.
I don't think it's the new map. I think it was just we didn't have as much time to do.
Yeah, then, like, after that, didn't they do the Splatoon is getting new stuff, and all of it looks ugly as shit, and none of it looks interesting.
I mean, like, surprise. You know,
Wow,
surprise.
I'm so excited.
Most of the stuff in the game already looks fucking ugly as well. Surprise.
Favorite was Heaven's Word. What was it like? You got like this shitty Koopa shell helmet. I remember that.
Some glasses and a jumper, I think. Whatever. It's out of my mind. I don't care.
A normal, just a normal ass shirt they're showing off.
There's like a buying emote, I guess.
The emotes are a thing. I like completely forget about. It's like, okay. I don't know what was after that though.
After that was Octopath Traveler 2.
Oh yeah, very surprising.
The demo I have played, but I haven't got around to the full thing because, you know, I think I genuinely kind of just blame wanting like doing the streaming thing for why my backlog got as bad as it did. So, aside that, so that has to be bumped up the queue. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It has, like, it still has the thing that Octopath Traveler 1 has that was an issue where, for whatever reason, it's not all the 2D HD games like this because Live Alive doesn't do this.
You talking about the shitty fog and like
no,
bloom?
not the fog, the bloom. The
Yeah,
fog is
'cause-
whatever. The bloom is fucking nuts.
Still, like, I don't know if they even looked at the reception of that game. You know?
Well, the thing is, yeah, I know, but the thing is, it did actually sell excellently.
Well, yeah, but like after I don't think people are gonna come back for a sequel after they bought the first one and then thought it was kind of, you know, mid at best.
You say that.
Stop hiding behind the damn
The
thing.
general reception is that it was actually pretty fine. A lot of people were like, oh, like, it was mid or whatever, but evidently not as many as you actually enjoyed it and played it. Remains to be seen, but, you know, hell, they're confident, and I'm confident in them. Yeah, looks neat. It's kind of odd that they're, like, kind of reviving Saga, the series that Octopath Traveler is a spiritual successor to, while still doing Octopath Traveler as well. Square Enix is nuts, they just have so many games on the go, they don't even care anymore.
It's I wonder if they'll like actually make the paths intertwined properly. I think that was the biggest criticism, considering that that's like the point of the game, you know.
Who knows?
Because they're still doing it. The paths are.
I mean,
the paths do still
their
be intertwining.
Yeah, no, the suggestions that they are, because one thing actually someone noted is that this time the box art is everyone sat around the fire instead of kind of posing dramatically next to each other without paying attention to each other. So they might be aware of that and want to try and make it blend.
Fucker.
Another one immediately.
Yep. I don't know what special you have, but if you have the lasers, you can use that.
I have shotgun, in which case actually that help us
Yeah.
quite a bit here. One of the shotgun buys. Am I standing at a range? But I have no way of knowing.
So I hope the other one would do it sooner. That was an egg. Fuck.
I swear to God, I shot in your general direction. I don't know if that was range or stuff eating the shots. Auto 3 was it. Welcome to surprise. I genuinely balk at the size of Square Enix's development capability. Because like some of them, like the Front Mission remakes, those are out of house. But most of their stuff is in house, and it's kind of what? Like you still have like a major Final Fantasy game and stuff being done. Like they've cracked the code or some shit. They made this shit hyper efficient.
That's what you want to see. Everyone coming together to kill a flying fucker.
The sword charge doesn't kill a big guy. Two charge shots, which is given like the fussiness, I think that's a bit unfair.
What? How? Okay, I'm forgetting my roots. That's the biggest problem here. Shit.
Ah, shit. Oh, that's not good.
Well, two of us are dead near the car.
So the best part of the 2 was Fae Farms, or farming game. Alright, I guess. Whatever. Not to my touch, not to my favor.
Okay, I think we're all stopped. It's, yeah. They're basically the same when this kind of goes over. See, that's like a fairy theming, I guess, but like, that's about it.
Yeah. All the games will let it be in farmers that may also be witches or fairies, usually also gay, probably. All of them, if all the games are coming out at once. I remember the, what was it? The Wholesome Direct or whatever.
Yeah.
E3 had that. This was basically just entirely wall-to-wall of those. Back to Square Enix for theatrhythm Final Fantasy.
I hate the art style, but
I hate the art style as well.
the music, like, Final Fantasy just has good music, so I guess people
Apparently
think it's worth it.
They are good games, and you get a stupid amount of songs in it, and then you get like another several hundred songs in DLC. My main notes here are pointing out the fact that prominently featured in the footage was Final Fantasy IX's songs and characters, with Zidian being at the front of the character lineup and stuff.
I noticed Final Fantasy 14 because that is the one that I played.
And of the DLC songs, the one they highlighted very specifically was the vocal version of Melodies of Life, Final Fantasy IX's theme song. And I'm just kind of like, Oh, it gets closer. It gets closer, and I'm still not emotionally ready.
Nah. It'll never happen.
We already know what's happening. Literally everything on the fucking leak that listed it has happened. Not even just Square ones, like literally everything from everyone on that fucking leak has happened.
I don't even know what week you're talking about.
NVIDIA's libraries of like publishers like putting listings for drivers and all got leaked like 2 years ago. Every one of Square Enix's like recent releases, from like Final Fantasy VII remakes, PC ports and stuff, to Tactics Ogre's remaster, to Final Fantasy Tactics one they haven't announced yet. All of it has come true. Like literally everything that they and every other publisher had on there has come true. Like it was very much completely accurate, and on that list was a remake of Final Fantasy IX. And there was talk, there hasn't been any like showing of it yet, but there was talk, and apparently it's still, as far as we know, still in production stuff, of a French animation studio doing a cartoon of Final Fantasy IX.
Was that officially announced? I feel like it was.
It was officially announced at like an animation convention by Square Enix and that studio, but we have seen literally nothing of it.
Okay. Are you scared of it? I forget.
Yes, I'm scared of it. I'm convinced they're going to fuck it up. Like,
no,
there's no. Like, I feel
French animation studios gave us the Donkey Kong cartoon.
That just kind of proves my point.
No.
Yes.
You're wrong. There are going to be musical numbers. It's going to be great.
Final Fantasy IX is a
Don't you come here.
Game, I'm not sure. Oh.
Sorry. I had my 3 eggs. I saw someone comment.
I'm fearful. Like, I'm not ready. They're gonna make it like look fucking hideous or something, or they're gonna change the storyline, which, in case you're ever wondering why I am the way that I am, I fear given my childhood is explicitly about what it means to live and die. Final Fantasy IX story.
Me!
That's Final Fantasy IX story in a nutshell. So, you know, concerned that they're not going to handle that well. They're going to, like, soften it for children or something.
Well, I mean, it's Final Fantasy. Like, that was Final Fantasy 15 bad and, like, boring?
Kinda, yeah.
Like, okay. And Yoshi P isn't involved. Maybe Yoshi P is the only reason Final Fantasy is good now?
No. That's very stupid.
Well, what? I can only think of Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 15, and Final Fantasy 16, right? Those are the only modern Final Fantasies. Oh, yeah!
You know, that one. That's extremely excellent.
Well, are they working on it?
Well, we don't know who's making it gameplay-wise. I'm mostly concerned that if it's tying in with the cartoon fucks up, then rip.
You're saying the cartoon is going to affect the plot?
Probably. Like, I mean, it lines up too well that they're not probably going to try and make it an adaptation or something, but... Like, again, I don't know. No one knows until they show any of it. It could be like a completely separate thing. I'd be surprised if they had like a high-profile remaster, like a remake of Final Fantasy IX in development at the same time they're still doing 2 more parts of 7. But at the same, I say that, but in recent times, thinking about it, Square Enix's production output has been nothing short of bad shit, so maybe. Maybe they have the people and resources to give it a high-profile remake and not like some cartoon tie-in thing. I don't know. We'll see. I'm very fearful. At least, like Resident Evil 4, Square Enix has already put a 9 to basically fucking everything. The original is preserved extremely heavily. So, it's a good thing as well, good port and everything as well. The only thing I take issue with is that the menu sound effects have changed, and that makes me extremely upset for extremely personal reasons. Beyond that, it actually is like a really good one, because they also cleaned up and lightened up all of the FMVs that had to be dark as shit fit on the CDs. So you can actually see a lot of the detail and stuff and realize, oh, the animation they did in these FMVs is actually still insane by today's standards.
To now! Oh, it's Mendez! Hey, Mendez! We're talking about Final Fantasy IX right now. Got a little off track, but yeah, that's fine.
I don't play theater from the end of the year, so...
Well, you don't know that.
What can I do?
You don't know if that'll change.
I mean, it hasn't changed yet, has it?
You gotta give it a break. Where's this motherfucker? Nope, I'm dead. This is not good. You have a hyper, I don't use it.
many things to snipe, and getting clear shots is incredibly difficult at the moment, as you might imagine. Yeah, I know.
This. I would not move behind the thing personally. Doing bismuth. Ah. Oh no. Yeah, it's tough, but we aren't, because we keep dying on wave 3. We aren't actually losing anything, which no balancing.
Next on the list is just a significant regret. Mario and the Sex Fest.
Oh, Mario and Rabbids, featuring Rayman from the Rabbids series.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Eventually.
Yes, DLC. Which is always, it's the funnier news, but yeah. It's like, you know, right when you're starting to get kind of used to the Rabbids, you know, if you're playing the game and enjoying the gameplay, then they throw in the Sparks, which just look even uglier, and it's like, oh, come on, man. They're so ugly.
Anyone who can get used to the Rabbids is not a sign iron. You should probably put them away.
Yeah, the Rayman thing is the funnier news because now he's a side character in his own series.
It hasn't been his own series for, I think, actually a decade and a half now.
Well, remember Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends? I do.
Ubisoft doesn't.
That's because Wii U killed it.
I mean, I think it was more that they released it the same day as GTA 5. The fucking
the Wii U killed it.
Rayman's in a weird place because Michelle Ancel turned out to be a terrible person for various reasons, and has also like fled game development entirely and just kind of live life as like a wildlife conservationist or something.
Is that the person who made Rayman?
Yes. It is, yeah. Turned out to be like bizarrely, insanely abusive in ways that don't really make sense, but there was credible proof of. So, a game he was making, Wild, which was some open world thing that just kind of vanished like a year, like, you know, the same year it was announced. And Beyond Good and Evil 2 and just Rayman in general, all that's up in the air now. That and Ubisoft being in a bad place financially.
Is Beyond Good and Evil 2 the Pigman one?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, people were like, Beyond Good and Evil was awesome, and then Beyond Good and Evil 2 came out, and I guess people were like excited and then not excited. But you know, like the news that was coming out was released.
Yeah. Congrats, Hammer, for finally getting Rayman. I hope it was worth it. The only other note for the Rabbids game is that I would just beat every rabbit to death with a hammer.
I like how Bowser's in it. I'm very excited for that. Anytime Bowser is a good guy is always a good time. It's not coming from me. I hope they make a Switch Pro so that I can buy a new Switch so that this fan problem can stop existing.
It'd be nice if they did that so any of these games could run well.
So not running 6 FPS during their literal presentation.
It has to be, so like, surely like fucking Tears of the Kingdom will get there is like the swan song, right? That's the end point, surely. Right? They're not actually going to try and make the 2015 phone chipset exist for another few years. Surely not. I mean, we know they're not, because like the NVIDIA leak that had like all of the games that, you know, like the Square Enix games and shit that's been completely accurate to this point, had mentions of an NVN2 or NVN1 was the Nintendo Switch dev kit. So, you know, obviously it's in the works, it's just like how long are you going to make us wait for this?
That was close.
Yay.
We don't have time for this. We gotta get eggs in.
After that was Rune Factory 3 special, and is a remaster, I guess, of the DS game Rune Factory 3, and my note is, oh man, you can see the DS screaming right from underneath that.
Yeah, it looked awful. I thought it was just the Switch, but
no, I wouldn't say awful. It looks like a DS game.
Yeah, awful. Surely no one's at bat saying the DS looked good.
I'd say a lot of DS games looked good, yeah. They had really good sprite work and stuff, because it wasn't advanced enough for 3D, but was good for really good 2D.
Yeah, but that game's 3D, right?
Yeah, but
yeah.
The 2D sprite art and stuff still looks fine. I mean, like, this I wouldn't say looks bad, it just looks basic. That's what DS 3D was. Like, I realize you have, like, some screeching hatred where anything that isn't, like, 4K, like, Ultra HD looks ugly. But
We have 3 people.
I know, we have a disconnect, yeah.
Like, sprites are never gonna look bad. Obviously, I'm not arguing about that. I'm arguing about...
Bro, sprites can look pretty bad.
Okay, but like, you know, we're not talking about Mega Man sprites here. When I say that, I'm talking about like fucking, remember Mario Kart DS? Jesus Christ. What were they thinking? I can't shoot that slamming lid.
I have the sword.
There's a tower back here with 3 eggs if you want to just come up and get them. Do you want to do an easy thing? Because I can't do that. I have to get rid of all these big boys.
The one of the closer cannons.
And there's a Mary Poppins back here too. Oh, never mind. I didn't kill it.
Looks about as basic as it has to be, really. But I'm glad it's being rescued from Nintendo's bizarre hardware prisons.
Yeah. Oh, son of a bitch! I forgot.
The camera got dropped when he was writing. When Rune Factory was gonna die and 4 wasn't even gonna be in you. Yeah, I remember those grim days. Look at us now.
Get equipped with an egg cannon.
Is that a weapon someone has? What the hell's the deal with that?
What, the egg cannon?
Yeah.
That's what you basically when you throw eggs, it does damage. It's context for why we can damage it.
Okay. There's no fucking tutorial for that, so.
I think, like, because, you know, you're never paying attention to the text in this game, even in story mode. It's like, there's an, you know, he's like, I'm giving you an egg cannon.
Yeah, but, like, he doesn't say what an egg cannon is. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh, fuck, a big guy, I'm giving you an egg cannon. Deal with this guy.
Yeah, but what the hell's an egg cannon?
Well, a cannon that shoots eggs, obviously. That's what we'd be doing. Why is he all the way over there?
He was chasing me. How can we back up and shoot? Oh, this is good. First time I've gotten like an egg in this mode.
Don't forget to throw it at the guy.
Well, it does look nothing.
Oh, we can stack more than 3?
Yeah, you can stack like all of them, like 4 or some shit. I hit him with it, it does nothing. They also announced that like there's a new Rune Factory series coming, which is such a surprise.
Like a new trilogy kind of thing?
I guess that, or like a Rune Factory with a subtitle series, if you know what I mean.
Or like how they changed
Hot
Hot Shots Golf to Everybody's Golf to Easy Come Easy Golf. Alright. Get your rewards, we're out of here. finish next time, I guess.
When is next time?
Wait. Ready? How do I leave?
Like bring up the match menu and hold minus.
It's so weird that they have the counter here to get your rewards, but you can't do it in a lobby still.
Yeah, very arbitrary, honestly. Thanks for playing, Hammer.
Thank for game. All right, I am gonna leave and go to the bathroom. So, when is? I mean, we could try to find out when the next salmon run is.
How do we find out?
Menu, stages, salmon run. Next time is from the 14th. Well, that's not gonna happen with us. So 15th. The 15th. That's the only time we're gonna get to do it. And it's gonna be at the other new map that I missed. So, hooray!
Alright.
And then spawning ground again for some reason. I want the shitty boat that no one likes. All right. Thank you for watching the stream. I would raid someone if I had time. Goodbye.